The women's round robin wraps up this morning in Estevan with teams still battling for the playoffs. And a first Canada Cup for Rachel Homan. Rachel Homan is looking to replicate her Canada Cup win of 2015. However, this week her team has been up and down through 3 days of play. A win this morning would lock up a spot in the playoffs. Homan faces Flaxey. Draw 10. Home Hardware Canada Cup continues. This is what they mean when they say Estevan, sunshine capital of Canada. On a cold, clear day, we're at Affinity Place for this year's Home Hardware Canada Cup. Men's draw, 7 teams wound up last night. Jacobs, Gushu through. Cooey, Botcher playing for the final spot. Women's side, one more draw to go. Anderson, Jones, they're in. Homan, Scheidegger, 2 teams left for that 3rd spot. So it's a full slate of women's games. Jones, Scheidegger has to win against Robertson. Anderson's in. She'll finish against Carey. Men's tiebreaker. Cooey, Botcher, the winner to advance, is on Sheedy. As on this Saturday morning, we do say hello, Canada. Welcome back to Estevan. Cheryl Russ alongside. Despite all that success that Rachel Homan has had, every once in a while, she'll let something bother her. But this week, she's been fine.
And that is the only thing that can ever stop this team from success. They can get caught up in the rocks a little bit, and they start to focus on that rather than focusing on the shot making. But I think this team's worked very hard to overcome that. And now you see them embracing the conditions, not getting so focused on it, and that adds another level to this already exceptional team.
So many new teams now as we start this quadrennial run to Beijing. Flaxey's one of them, a person from here, person from there, and it takes time.
Yeah, it really does. You've got 4 All-Stars here that put together for the next quadrennial, but they are 4 All-Stars. They're not a team yet. This is a perfect opportunity here, a no-risk opportunity to knock off the great Rachel Homan and actually put that little notch in the belt and to become a better team.
So, scenario is simple. If you are Rachel Homan, you win, you're in. You lose to Flaxey, that opens the door for Scheidegger.
The 2018 Home Hardware Canada Cup of Curling is brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. The 2018 Home Hardware Canada Cup of Curling is brought to you by Pioneer Hybrid, serving Canadian farmers for over 70 years. By Scotties, Sponge Towels, Purex, and Cashmere, proud sponsors of the Scotties Tournament of Hearts for over 35 years. And by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada.
Well, let's meet the teams now. It's brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. Flaxey and her team from the Granite Curling Club in Winnipeg with Renora Westcott, Taylor McDonald, and Kate Cameron. Rachel Homan out of the Ottawa Curling Club with Lisa Weigel, Joanne Courtney, Emma Niscuti. Flaxey to play red, Homan to play yellow. Rachel Homan has won the draw to the button, so she will have the last rock here in the first, and as Flaxey has the brush down middle of the 12. Ready to get us going on this Saturday morning here in Estevan. Final draw, women's draw, this year's Canada Cup. Renora Westcott.
Fine. Top 4. Okay. Running for now. Mine's good. Still holding. Back
The
8
front
out.
end's pretty even when you looked
Really
at this
running.
front end of Renora and Taylor McDonald and Lisa and Joanne. Both leads at 83%.
All right.
Taylor McDonald 79 and Joanne at 81. So that seems to be where there isn't as much separation in the players' percentages.
Russ, remind us what the morning ice is like if you're just not familiar.
Not every time. It obviously depends on air temperature and crowd flow, that type of thing. But it's usually that little bit faster. I've always found it was faster underfoot, Cheryl. You just got to that hog line in a big hurry. It's a little bit more predictable. And as the day wears along, it gets so warm, air temperature-wise, that you tend to get some softer ice later in the 3rd game of the day. So all these athletes, you know, if they played last night, it's a bit of an adjustment. I think for the average curler, that's a confusing statement because, you know, if it slows down 4 feet, as an average player, not to throw them under the bus, they wouldn't even notice it.
Right.
But at this level, that's huge.
Good.
So a little bit more speed here. Watch for some overbrushing. Maybe those little hack waders, that in-between shot where you might throw it a little too hard out of the thrower's hand and won't curl.
I think Lisa Weigle's going to be a real key player in working with this 5-rock rule. Just her ability to change the end by playing the ticks, playing the tap in to the ring.
2 or 3 I got was only back 8.
And she's been doing that for years.
Yeah, so I think 14 is a good guess.
Yeah, a lot of the front ends, the male and female, the leads are getting so good at that shot, but I think she's still the standard.
I watched the other day, they had Hammer coming home, 2 center guards go up, she played 2 perfect ticks, and then the end's over, and that really counters the effectiveness of the 2 double guards.
Always runs.
It's coming down.
Yeah, I don't have any stats in front of you, but you miss both those
14-4.
ticks. There's 2 center guards. It's now probably a 50-50 proposition that you're going to win. You make them both, it's got to be in the 90s somewhere.
Good. Whoa!
Moving that stone further up the house. Let's take a look at the keys to the game, and we will start with Ali Flaxey.
Well, cater to miscue, and then I'm talking about it's early too.
I get it.
But Kate Cameron went against Emma Miskew in that wonderful Scotties final 2 years ago, playing with Michelle Inglot. They went toe to toe. Kate had an unbelievable Scotties. If she can raise her level back to that standard, they can definitely win this game. But leave room for the skipper. She's only making 64% of her draws. And for Allison to be successful, that number has to go up big time.
And for Rachel Homan.
Well, I think what they've been working on is that rock placement, and it's working. They're creating opportunities. 10 stolen ends so far on the board this week for them. And then Rachel, that's her strength, has been her draw game. She's 77% on her draws versus Allison at 64%.
Yep. Little solid.
Keys to the game
It's fine.
are brought to you by Sponge Towels. Nothing absorbs like it.
You probably can't win at any level with your skip throwing 64% on draws, and obviously they've been tough ones. Allison's a wonderful player, incredible mechanics, but some of those draw opportunities have just been too tough.
You see different approaches to this. The first rock went in, Rachel hits it. Now that's been typically Rachel's, she'll blank the first end, and we saw her go away from it for a few years just to get comfortable with not being predictable to the opposition. But in this format, she's comfortable running it up and down the sheet. It's early in the game.
Interesting, though. We always said it gets her comfortable, gives her hammer in the even ends, which is the goal, but it also banks some time. Now it doesn't bank any time. No. It doesn't help you
right.
at all.
Control. Listen, Joe. Clean. Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa. Clean's good.
Well, as far as these, as well as these 4 women's games to round up their play, there is one tie-breaking game on the ice, and that's on Sheedy with Botcher and Cooey as we say good morning, Kathy Gauthier.
Well, good morning, Vic. It is one of those games that it's Kevin Cooey you would think would be struggling with time clocks given how tight he has been in the past. But in fact, it is Brendan Botcher and his team that twice have not been able to throw their final stone because the clock ran out without taking a timeout. Brendan said they talked about it overnight, and Brad Thiessen has been given the job of watching the time. He will convey that to Darren after his throws to convey it to Brendan. Maybe they're going overboard, but this is not a game you can afford to run out of time just because nobody was paying attention.
Yeah, the Curling Canada is trying this new format of time, thinking time. It's been tried at the world level. It'll be discussed and analyzed, I'm sure, after this. But some things have remained the same. We do play 10 games, or 10 ends rather, and then we do have a 5 rock rule now, not 4 anymore. But this is the big difference. This is the thinking time. When you think back, we had 36, 37 minutes for an entire game. Now, first 5, 4 minutes. 6 through 10, 4, 15. Still 2 90-second timeouts. And the other change is the 2 clock stops, which you consider 2 skip timeouts. 1 per half and only available before their last stone. So what Kathy was referring to is that twice in round robin, the Botcher team just forgot to look at the clock. They just
line's a little tight.
forgot the rule. And they ran out of time before they could throw their last.
Really running.
Yeah, you get immersed into those complicated ends, you know, and it really is with the 5 rock roll and this much curl. Complicated. We watched Cooey last night against Gushu. There's rocks all over the place. He rushed down, hit, rolled out, and gave up a 4 with a brilliant shot for Barrett.
We're going to need on this side.
Well, in fact, he was so rushed. And I mean, that team is notorious for being a little slow.
Yes.
But to have, it's the routine. Every player has a routine. Similar to, you know, that golf, when you go through a routine before you swing. We know what Cooey does. He gets down, he sits there, he's got the spin, he takes the, you know. Ben Hebert had to clean his stone. So the fact that he couldn't go through that routine throws him off, and then he throws it heavily.
Exactly.
Oh, it's critical. But we were even saying in one of the breaks that maybe if this timing sticks, that these players are going to have to practice their routines at different speeds, just like you practice anything else.
Toss. I could see your mouth. Yeah, I could see your mouth moving, but I couldn't tell.
I think there's ways of, I mean, the consensus of just listening to the chatter is that this is all about trying to speed up the pace. Well, if that's the case, well then players seem to feel, the ones we've heard from, is do away with this, just lessen the time. So instead of 37, if you really want to, make it 32, but let us manage our own clock.
Yeah, and you know what? Because you look at Botcher's situation, we typically as a team would look at the clock after the 5th end break and say, okay, we're short on time, we've got extra time, we're doing well. You never looked or paid attention to the time until then because that wasn't necessary. Now you've got teams, that's what they're spending the entire end focusing on.
As we play up and down the sheet here in this first, but there's the other aspect.
Yeah, a little in out for you.
Teams will tend to want to bank some time, which leads to a lot of what we're seeing right here. If you keep this scenario, they're hoping that it generates more offense.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. This, again, back to Rachel, they do this a lot to bank the time, and there's no need to now. But this is her game plan, though. This is her style, and it's going to be interesting because it's funny. A team like Cooey, it has to hurt them. It has to.
Yep. Clean. Easy.
Final stone and looking for the blank. And there it is. Rachel Homan. A win will put her into the final 3. So once again, in this second end of play will be 4 minutes of thinking time for each team. Blank in the first means that once again, Rachel Homan will have last round. She has the hammer playing the yellow stones.
Well, Flaxey's team went in, albeit a little bit deep, and Rachel immediately went to the corner guard. You'll see different approaches to that because if it's a really good first stone into the button, some teams will just hit it automatically because they can't outdraw it, and then they'll try and hit it and roll, and then they'll throw the corner on the second one. but because it wasn't a good position, Homan's team went directly to the corner guard.
That is the neat thing about the 5 rock rollers. There's a tremendous amount of different approaches on those first 4 rocks.
14-3.
So Homan and Casey Scheidegger are the 2 teams that are battling for the final playoff spot. Homan wins, she's in. So Casey Scheidegger needs to win this, Kathy, and then hope for a Homan loss.
Well, and it's Darcy Robertson that is shot in the forefoot, and so for Casey, not only needs a draw, but needs the lid for the single.
Scheidegger and her team from Lethbridge. Darcy Robertson from the Assiniboine Memorial in Winnipeg.
It's getting close, clean. Okay, as long as we don't bounce too far. Okay. Good case.
And we'll sit down in time.
1 red. Okay. Good. One red.
Interesting to note that this is the only game where points were scored in the first. All of them, including ours, were blanks as we
Across the face.
bring you up to date on the
Sorry, where am
scores.
I hitting this? Am I nosing it or?
Nose is close. If it moves, we can go there. Just gotta try and stick your shooter.
Okay.
Even
to
if
see
you
they're
miss
all
and go
blanks.
high side and stay in, it's okay.
Remembering now that Jones and Anderson are in.
Whoa. Should come back. Oh, maybe not. It's floating. A lot of weight. Yeah. Get up. Hey, Joe.
So Joanne came out of the hack and trying to throw a lot of weight, move 3 stones, threw herself off a little bit in the line and couldn't quite get back. See that often, Russ, where that you're throwing so much weight, you kick out so hard.
Yeah. Tough to get the timing, isn't it? And then you're a little slide, a little tight, a little wide. Now you make some type of adjustment, and at that speed, a little outward motion's not a good idea.
The best training we ever had with coaching on that was kick out at your pretty much normal hit speed, but then add with extension.
Yes.
Because I think the leg kick starts to, timing gets off, you kick out hard, you come down too hard, and you never can get back to the line when you're coming out at that speed.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Good. Nice throw.
With these particular stones are so lively, you wonder if you really need to be throwing 7.5 seconds to hog to make 3 rocks go out.
Hack. Okay, hack weight.
Yeah.
Okay, should come up. Do you think up to speed in here? It should be. Yeah. So.
And there you go. A little more controlled on the slide, and then you saw that little arm extension.
I think it's just a more consistent way. The kicking, often we see it, people get thrown off.
Time, stay close. No, Lise, go. Up. Okay, stick around.
Really nice to stick around in the
Really
rings.
No, it's a little solid. Okay. You like here?
You can make them all count.
And Allison can't ignore it.
I don't think it'll come down.
Well, she could, but it would be a risk.
Big risk.
Yeah.
All right, bud.
So we talked about this team being built in 3 different ways. When you think of Kate Cameron and Renora Westcott, they come off that Michelle Englot team for a couple of years.
Gotta go.
Taylor McDonald
Really gotta go.
moves from Edmonton to
Nice throw.
Winnipeg,
Good.
having played and won Canadian and World Junior titles with Kelsey Rock.
Little flop open.
Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Best offense,
Hack, yeah.
worst defense. That's the matchup.
Seems like it's up to speed. I'm
Yeah.
gonna throw hack and then we can
It makes it tough with it. You have to figure out then what do you do if you're Flaxey and generating offense, but without the risk.
It's good. Clean, yeah.
Hack, just hack.
Hard. Hard, guys. Gotta go.
Hack.
Really gotta go. Hard to keep it there. Okay.
They did a great job.
Yeah, well brushed.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Pretty
Mine was
fresh
almost
spot
forward.
to be pebble there.
Thanks.
If Kate can
peel
get
of mine came
tight
up
by
so
this
good in
guard,
practice.
at least get to the nose, a little bit of a roll.
Could have thrown a little less weight.
There'd be no double there. Any roll to the right will leave an easy double.
Weight's up.
Bum.
Weight's up. Bum. Weight's up.
Yes. Yes.
Taylor McDonald.
Yep.
Keep going, says Renora. Keep going. Keep going, Renora says. Keep going. And right to the nose. To sit 2 without last rock.
What's your idea? A little softer weight, you could roll at the other side, and then now there's a chance to roll on top or even make the double if they choose.
And that looks like it goes there scary second end. You're guessing if you throw the down weight, but moves pretty good.
She wants hack? Just a bit more weight. Okay.
Hack and roll on top, it looks like, Russ.
Yes. Patient. You try the double, you miss it. They loop one around top 4, you're in trouble. The audible's there if this hangs too, to just make that soft weight double.
There's that. Now roll it over and doesn't quite get to the face. Good. That's why that front end is so good. You could hear Emma saying no, 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 but they ignored her, kept their eye on the stone, kept their eye on the skipper, and nearly rolled it over on the corner.
Oh, they did, and they needed to because now they've left it double, Vic.
Something coming up.
So Hallie Flaxey makes her way down. I'm chatting with Hallie before the game, and I wanted to know, because we know that curling has become business at this level anyway. You're not getting the 4 Richardsons anymore. This is about putting players together for success. So she said it was Kate Cameron that reached out initially, having played each other on the Bonspiel circuit. So I said, all right, what do you do? She says, well, first of all, we have to decide how much we can afford. We have to go get sponsors. They estimate they spend between average $45,000 a year before they win a dime. That's their budget. So that's what they try to get covered before they go out and play.
Yeah, it's not all.
No.
Yeah. You know, glory. It's expensive. I would say that's on the low side for most teams. 45,000 too. You get somebody like Goose who normally plays a lot. This year's only 5 events, but normally plays a ton. Coming from Newfoundland, it's expensive.
So she flies to Winnipeg quite often. Quite often they'll practice via FaceTime,
right,
or some electronic way where they'll be watching each other on the ice and doing it that way. Yeah.
Well, and I know Allison herself had to miss a couple events early because of work commitments, because you can't afford to leave a job to curl full time when you're at this level at this point until you get that success and you can get to the top 5, get the big sponsorship dollars.
Where do you have to hit?
It's a balance.
Down normal?
Okay.
Down normal? Okay. How are you throwing this? Keep it there? Yeah.
Dead on or a little high side here does the trick. You might even roll buried.
So you see the time
Down normal.
stopping at 46 seconds. That's what she'll have for her last. But then she could take that skips timeout if needed. Trying to hold it for her. Going to get them both. No, we're going to stuff it. But the shooter will sit there for shot rock.
Same weight or a little less?
She got 46, so I'll use her stop.
This team has made a 4-year commitment. She says, look, life happens and something might change. But they have committed for 4 years in a run.
With 10.5, this should move a little.
Okay. Yeah, I still don't think it'll take off, but
Yeah, we can hold it.
Everybody played outturn here except Allison. She threw intern the first time, made it, and obviously going to try it again.
Well, after that blank in 1, Botcher is sitting 1, 2, maybe close for 3.
Well, it is 3, and this end dramatically turned around by a brilliant shot by Darren Moulding on his second shot, made a run back, removed the Cooey stone, and then rolled over and froze to the other counter. And that changed momentum, allowed Brendan to get behind and lie 2. And Kevin Cooey's first one rolled off, and that allowed that hit. And that is why it is 3 yellow that he faces.
No!
Needs to hit, but also needs a roll to the lid.
No! Off!
No. Hard flash. You can.
Hard flash.
Colton Flash.
Hard flash. Go, 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 go,
And
go,
rolling
go.
it towards, and comes up short. So Botcher will pick up the steal of 1.
Yep.
It's the tiebreaker on the men's side. The winner to advance.
Right on the tee. What do you think for
Allison Flaxey just made a brilliant roll right behind that center card,
I like that. Yeah.
forcing Rachel to come down to it.
Just buried enough that there's no thin double.
Look at that.
And almost on the pin.
Anything, but I think that'll be close.
We can sweep it, eh?
Yeah. Right on the tee.
I don't know about you, but I always found it harder to draw in the second end and the first end. You know, you've thrown practice rocks, you kind of know your paths. Now some of the brushing is warmed up different areas. This isn't a gimme.
A draw against 2.
Line's good. Close.
Here in the
Tee line.
second, needs the pin.
Holding.
Lisa Weagle on the left.
Need T-line.
Joanne Courtney on the right. Miscue calling
It's
line.
gonna curl. Line's great. We got some
Heads
room.
bobbing.
Got lots of room. Take a look. Easy. It's all there. No backing.
Boy, it's got to start hooking here. Start to get going here. Oh, and just bends in to grab the pinhole. Wonderful draw. Homan with an early lead. We said earlier how comfortable Rachel Homan has been this week here in Estevan and the Canada Cup. She just loves the ice. She's comfortable with the stones. Nothing has gotten inside her head. And she proved it with that last draw right to the lid. But I tell you something, when you saw that coming across the top of the house, you thought that was never going to make it. But that late finish, dramatic late finish, that's been constant since game 1.
It certainly has. Jamie Barraza deserves a huge round of applause and his crew for what they did. We came in here 9:30 the night before, Tuesday night, and there's still water in the ice. And to have this this type of surface, talked to Ben Hebert this morning. He says best ice he's played on this year by 100 miles. And they just come off a loss, so it wasn't like he was just happy for a win. And back to Rachel, though, her draw weight's been spectacular this week, and that's the secret. That's that. We didn't quite see that enough at the Olympics, and Cheryl, she seems to be confident with that draw.
Yeah, and it obviously worked on it, and obviously feeling better with it. And the more you throw, and then it allows you to call a different style of game.
Right.
You're such a different skip when you're not calling a game based on what you feel like you can make, but more so what's the right strategic call. And I can make anything. That just feels good.
Everybody's so good at this level. It's if you're playing against Rachel, you're walking in there going, well, I'm going to make her do this. But if she starts doing it, then now what? Now what?
Now what do we do?
Okay, it's not gonna go back there. Holy smoke.
It's just an auto double now.
Okay.
We gotta bounce it off.
And that is Jamie Barraza and his team, of course, including Greg Uwasco. They only got the building on Sunday. There was a holiday, a Christmas tree display, something going on in here. And so they started to work on Monday, and there was a lot of it's the frozen fog. They call it hoarfrost. And it's beautiful, but it creates havoc on the power lines. And they had power failures throughout most of Saskatchewan. They lost the ice a little bit. They were right in the middle of flooding. Didn't freeze, and that's why, as Russ said, they were still flooding on Tuesday evening. Teams never got a chance to practice, so they stepped onto the fresh ice, very green ice. Draw 1 on Wednesday morning.
You guys can hold this here.
Well, and I saw Jamie Wednesday, and he hadn't been to bed yet. He was up all night.
Yeah.
He looks much
Yes.
more rested today than I've seen him.
Clean it. Word.
Quiet.
Yep.
I like it.
Whoa. Whoa. Off.
Oh, high high side would be a catastrophe here. It's trying to curl.
Okay.
Just
Jeez.
curled enough.
She threw it really good.
Yeah.
Threw it around. No, fair enough.
They haven't really played that side of the sheet rush. Like the either way, I couldn't get that out.
Start again.
I got
They
Rush is sitting. That's all I got out of that one.
Russ and seat. They haven't really played that side of the sheet.
Yeah, and make sure it's
Sheet. Yes, I was really careful on that one.
Line's good. Oh,
You're
wait.
right, Cheryl.
Line's good, yep.
Thanks, Russ. It's really early.
Still room. Kate's at the end.
Let me in. Watch out.
Misty here. Hard. Line straight now. Hard. Straight. Atta girl.
Real nice.
Well, Jennifer Jones, we know, is through. She scores 1.
Good sweet.
Robertson has come back to tie Scheidegger. Scheidegger in a must-win. Anderson scores 3 to lead Chelsea Carey as they play in the 3rd.
We could also just do this right now. I think we got to run it, Rach. Just the angles aren't good even for the run right now, but if we're ahead of it, it's better. Okay.
Decision time. You could try to
Gotta make a
nestle
call,
one in there, but it's just you're up 1-0 and you don't have hammer.
Okay, let's try and get it moving.
A lot of red here. You might see the run back.
Too much, eh?
Here.
Close. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, off. Wow.
Looks like they're sitting 2, Cheryl.
I think so.
That makes a
haven't seen
big
them float
difference.
like that
in
on
it.
any of the
They don't have to
sheets
make a
in
move in
center
that yellow
line.
one yet.
Yeah, it's real straight there. I let go.
This has been Allison. They came in, Allison Flaxey's team came in as the highest scoring team in the field, but they also came in as the team that gives up the most points. So they can do this, they can generate offense, but their struggle, you have to balance it with some defense on the other side.
Kate Cameron.
Hold there. Put in center line straight. Tight. Hold it.
You could
Little up
freeze it
right
right
now.
on
Yeah,
here, but
tight.
knowing that
Really ready.
Rachel has to make a move on it. But I like this guard the first time.
We got a lot of weight. Okay. This isn't bad. We're there. We're there on its own. Okay. Ren, go Ren. Yep, go Ren. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Okay. Not terrible.
Lonely yellow in there.
Get right in the crotch. Hopefully
Yeah,
it goes
I think
over top. Might
you can
whisker this.
get 3 to go.
Okay.
Do you clip that right hand back one if you play it right in the
Pretty much
crotch?
right there,
I
Em.
think you do because it comes off that shot rock and goes this way. That goes that way, that goes that way, that goes out like that, and you not more importantly stay. Really bad spot they left that.
Yeah, I liked that. Did they didn't call it there. I think they were
No,
trying to throw it short.
It was a guard. I think all 3 go.
Well, again, we've seen this from Emma, that extension sometimes. She tends to pitch it out a little bit.
It's wide for sure.
And she'll remove her own 1, so it still leaves the Flaxey team sitting 2 and very close. I'd say 3.
I think so.
Maybe try the other turn.
Fortunate the yellow stopped where it did though, because not much Flaxey can do about it.
Straight guarding. Yeah, you got it. Nice and sharp still. All there, yeah. Tight. Okay.
Really
Hold
forced
it.
to this
You're
shot.
good,
You
you're
can't
good.
ignore guarding that
Tight.
short yellow
At
run.
the end. Gotta get close to the line. Hard over.
Hard, Ted, you got it. Keep it moving.
Fighting. Yep.
Keep it moving, Ted, you got it.
Keep it
2
moving.
inches from the line.
Keep it moving.
Keep it
Give
moving.
more. Go, go, go.
Go. Good, good.
Nice spot.
Perfect.
Nice throw. Good pair.
Sorry. Worst high five.
Rachel throws a bullet through the port, takes the shot rock onto that back 4-foot rock. She's really mitigated the damage here because then there's only, Allison will have one buried, but how do you get in there?
Fell. Yeah. I'm not sure how much she outed it. Or no. I'm not sure. Do you know? It's hard to say. Gotta hit it first. Okay.
Cooey and Botcher in their tiebreaker, and Longard and Botcher is sitting the one, it appears.
That's absolutely true, and it's a tough spot because it's in front of the tee line. That stone thrown by Brendan after Kevin Cooey hit and rolled out on his first. So a little bit of struggles for Kevin since the first end when I think he had a chance to lie to. His team overswept it, and the momentum has really switched.
Whoa! Wait
Yeah,
only.
they weren't happy after that shot, Kathy, when they overbrushed that draw to sit two.
Ben.
They haven't been able to turn it around here.
Hard, Ben, right up.
And Hebert, oh, they
Yeah,
got
right
it
up,
by
just keep
now,
going,
trying to
keep going,
direct
keep
it
going.
over,
You're good.
trying to help a little bit, push it back
Shot,
far
Kev.
enough.
Nice.
Lovely.
Good sweep, guys.
BJ Neufeld now at third after those
Yeah,
years,
straight.
of course, with Mike McEwen.
Kev.
He's their third now. Colton Flash at second. Many years with Steve Laycock, then skipped last year by him with his own team, skipped his own team, and now is their new second.
We're all there.
Ali Flaxey.
Right around everything, Cheryl.
They are, and this is a new path getting pushed way out.
Line's close. Yeah, yeah.
Be a bit of a guess on the weight.
Room. T-line.
Back four.
We're there.
Back
Go,
four.
Ren. Whoa, then.
We're a little up. 13.
You gotta bite 4. You gotta bite 4.
We're up.
No.
We're past it. No. We're past it.
Sit.
Sorry, bud.
Hot it is.
Tough to blame the brushers on that because, as you said, it was just a guess.
Well, one of the things we've
Don't you
seen
have that one? Yeah.
is that
Would you get long time?
when you get out a little bit wider, it sometimes will start to bog down on you. You have to gamble whether you brush it early to carry, make sure you get it through the bog, as it were, and then you maybe pay the price.
Yes. Yeah, that's exactly it. And they just an educated guess, and they guessed wrong.
Okay.
They were happy with the throw.
Not the other one.
That didn't. It's a funny combination too, because that didn't warp as hard, and it could, and that's what'll pull the weight off as well. But it could be that just being heavy, it didn't have a chance to grab.
Hitting it high, eh?
Yeah. 30 seconds. You're good.
There you go. That's that new dynamic. Front end responsible for alerting and keeping the skip aware of the time. 30 seconds, you're good. Rachel Homan.
4-5.
Yep. Lean. 4. Got it top. Yep. We're late. 3. Hard.
Light. So we
3,
go.
4.
Courtney. Got her.
Whoa, whoa. 4. No. Lean. It's coming down. Hard for the top. 4. Hard, guys. Hard. Tap it. Sweep it. Shoot it. Yeah.
Nice shot.
Tap it up, and in that way, they maybe fill the hole.
Good shooting, skipper. Over there. Good
Did the job.
Shot. Nice shooting. Wow. Really good pair.
Seems nice here. All like 14-3.
So again, it's Casey Scheidegger in a must-win, then hope for a Rachel Homan loss to give herself a chance at a tiebreaker. Scheidegger, final stone coming up.
Well, that yellow stone was the final stone thrown by Darcy Robertson. It is shot, but it did not bury. And it's hard to tell, Vic, whether the second shot is red or yellow. So a double could bring in 3? 2?
2. I'm thinking.
I'm thinking 2. It's hard from this angle to see.
It's all right. I'm here to save you.
Are you, though? Are you, though? You the bus driver.
Uh-huh. And through, and no, there's no doubt now, Kathy, it's 2.
Yeah.
Go then.
Nice save, Jess. Thanks, buddy.
Good throw, Allie.
1.
And it'll be just 1 as she can't carve it into the edge of the 4. Flaxey gets the single. We're tied at 1. Tied at 1 as we go to the 4th. On this final women's draw on a Saturday morning here at Estevan. Tied at 1, playing lead stones, Renora Westcott.
Back forward, T-line. Yes.
Renora's been around the game for a while. We first saw her here with Jill Thurston back at the Scotties in 10, and then with Kathy Overton Clapham in 11, and then of course back-to-back with Michelle Englot, 17 and 18, and of course 17 they lost the final.
That's what makes these great teams even greater, is somebody willing to play that lead or second position and learn that craft, the conditioning, and it not saying, oh, you know, I'm a good player, I need to skip. There's a lot of good teams that blow up because, well, I'm the best player in the team, I don't need to be second, I have to skip now. And so it's nice to see some of the Renora do that all year, all through her career.
Well, and how many do you see, like a BJ Neufeld or Mark Kennedy, or there are just so many players that could play any position.
For sure.
Taylor won 2 university gold medals out of the University of Alberta with Kelsey Rowe.
No line yet. Line's got a curl.
Line's pretty good here. Real tight.
Keep.
Almost in.
Line's great. Whoa, whoa. Doesn't need to curl. Good.
Great. Nice throw.
16.
Nice, eh?
Okay, Hack, wait. Hack? Yeah. Hack!
Solid.
It's like bored, eh?
It's coming back. Clean it. Oh, whoa. Okay, just didn't want to lose it. Isn't that bad? It's good.
The perfect weight. Allows that curl just and that really good finish at the end.
Just in time for the holidays, the Women of Curling calendar, womenofcurling.ca, and Casey Scheidegger is one of the 4 athletes who are competing at this week's Canada Cup. Scheidegger trying to raise funds for the Alberta Children's Hospital Foundation. Also benefiting several other charities, including the Curling Canada Foundation. It's the Women of Curling.ca. Just in time for Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, it is. Good. Good sweep run. Ooh, that thing is light.
Same thing. Just a little less weight. Hack, yeah.
Just a couple feet less.
Yeah.
So close here.
Hack, clean.
Little left.
Oh, off. Weight's good, less. 11. Just down. Okay.
Just to curl quite a bit, but it's not heavy, so it should.
Hard him. You're going to hit half of it, 3/4.
Nice shot.
Go hard. It's real straight there.
Taylor McDonald was able to get some finish
It's a
on
little
hers, but it
straighter.
seemed it has to be that really down brusher's weight the whole way. Anything kind of board to hack, you're not getting as much movement.
Little different releases than the Homan team too, isn't it? I'm right behind those last 3 throws, and the Joanne's ran so straight for so long. A little opportunity now, you can roll right in underneath.
Easy. No. Can't. 9-7.
Okay.
Talked about Kate Cameron. You just saw her numbers at 100%. She came in at 76, so she's upped her numbers.
What does that say about the game at this moment? And I realize we're only in the fourth when Emma Miskew hasn't played a draw yet.
They've been chasing. They really have. I mean, last end they were. And really the first end, Flaxey's team wasn't able to make a bunch of rolls, so that allowed Emma to play hit and rolls back. So it's just been the game so far that they haven't been on the offensive yet. They've been chasing a little bit.
Use their own catcher and their the shot stone. Flaxey is the shot stone at the back. So just not quite together yet, this Homan team.
So whatever you like.
I think that's exactly it, though. The Flaxey's put enough pressure, added a little degree of difficulty, and that's made it harder for Homan's team to be sharp.
Well, you look at Emma's 2 shots last end. They were chasing. They were looking at 3 all end.
Westcott.
Clean.
Good.
Nice play.
Oh, we're playing those cute. Nice throw.
To sit 2 without last rock here in the fourth.
They kind of got caught in the middle. I thought they'd play a little harder for the roll to the right so they wouldn't leave this. But then you might see Homan just loop around.
That's the tough part now with so much curl. You just rocks in the top 8-footer guards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it. They set up.
Yeah. More. Little solid. Clean. Yep.
This is close to making the roll.
That understanding of the Stones, Weagle and Courtney just know right away. Out of her hand. Before she even released it, they knew from her kick that stone had a little bit more.
The communication with Joanne and Lisa is the best in the field.
Yeah, so it must have just grabbed.
I would think so.
Rach said it looked like it was kind of just consistent curl, and then it just...
Yeah, I went crazy.
I like the weight. Like, I don't think it was...
Good weight.
I think it's the most engaged front end. They know every path in the ice.
Really great throws. I'm not sure what happened to your first one.
Did they get grabbed, maybe?
It was a consistent curl. I think I just missed it.
I was hitting high side.
Maybe it grabbed. I just thinking it's my fault. I don't know.
Men's tiebreaker. Cooey and Botcher in a 1-1 tie. And Botcher has a chance for 2.
And some great shot making by Kevin Cooey. When he sits in the hack, he's not had easy shots. He had a long run back double on his first, but then Brendan Botcher went around. He tried to pick it out with soft weight. He made contact, but he did not get it out, and that is why this is now the kick for 2.
Hard clean. Hard clean.
Great.
Good.
Thanks.
Nice.
Great weight.
To take the lead. Winner moves on.
Very good.
As thin as we can.
Okay. About half.
2/3?
Yeah. 2/3.
2/3?
Yeah. 2/3.
Complicated set of angles here. She said half. Half goes over there. So it's got to be at least 2/3 to 3/4. Try to get that one that way. It's the only way you're going to get that shot rock off that yellow. That's what the plan is. Big weight, but knowing those angles.
Yeah. Hard! Off the line. Come on, push. Hard, please. Roll it.
Uh-oh. Stuff. And now you're in tough. Flaxey is sitting the 2. Bang, stuff, and there you sit.
See where her guard is. Might have to run that.
Well, just a beautiful shot
It's
by
against 3
Allison.
though, isn't it? And it's against 2, I think. I have to go look again. Just goes into my own rock, even if I make it. Yeah, but a shooter would stick.
She makes this guard. There's really no straight
just
draw
cross the
path
line.
for Rachel.
Halfway.
Yeah, there
Okay,
might be an
okay.
intern, but it's going to be tricky with that corner guard, isn't it?
Halfway. Give it
Might
a
be
chance.
playing
Just
a
halfway.
tap or
Line's close. Taylor can go. Got to cross the line.
Saw her numbers on draw 63. She's
Taylor, go.
been heavy a couple of times.
Hard, keep going. No, you got to go. More. Go. You're not even on any. You're not on any. Go. More. Okay. Shoot.
Guarded the wrong half. The double might be there.
Hey, I think it would have been good, tight.
oh, it is there.
Yeah, just a hair light. Yeah, we're second. Gotta get by.
We talked about that side being a little straighter, Russ. And then, of course, you got guard weight, which then doesn't have as much time to curl.
Exactly. Yeah, another foot of weight there. Boy, what a turning point this could be.
3/4 high.
Flaxey's been the better team so far and it looked like
high.
a potential steal of 2. You could probably score your deuce here.
Down normal, we should get a little movement. Okay. I gotta hit 2/3 of this. Okay. How are you throwing it? Straight through. Okay.
As much as the thrower's routine is the same, front ends often have their routines as well. Yeah. How you throwing it? That's a constant from the front end.
They definitely do. It's their comfort. They go through the same.
No.
Coming through.
It's got a curl.
Coming through.
Watch that side yellow one.
Need a catcher. Need a catcher. Need a catcher. Ooh, and it's going to be close. I think it's red.
That would be
I think
massive.
it's 1 red. It's close. Yeah.
Red it is. Hamamiscu
One
confirms it. Flaxey takes the lead. See the lead 2-1 as we play in 5, and for Homan that is a 9th stolen and given up, which is the most in this year's field of women's teams here in Estevan in the Canada Cup.
Line's good. Starting to go a bit earlier.
Over there.
Whoa. Easy to see the potential of this team, Flaxey.
Kate's drop 8. Line's really
Puts
good.
a lot of rocks in their exact right spots.
So remember the scenario here. Rachel Homan, should she win, no tiebreaker. She'd have to lose. Scheidegger would have to win, and she's got a lead against Darcy Robertson throwing her last.
She does, but there's an opportunity here for 2 for Darcy. Casey went around on her final stone, and they took it deep to bury it, but that gives that extra space with a soft weight shot to try to score 2.
Curl. Hard curl. You can roll to this one. Stay with the yellow.
Oh, she'll hang it on the edge, and that will be for 2. You're not supposed to scoreboard watch, but it's going to be tough there because they're side by side, those 2 games.
Tight. Okay, on its own. No. Running for now. Got a curl. Starting to go. Got a curl. Really tight. Okay, Ren's at the end.
Can't.
Okay, just let it die. Line will get there. Line will be close.
Sit. Never.
Line's fine. Good. Sorry. 15-6.
Yep, that's exactly what I
No chance to advance, but a chance to play spoiler, and we know that Ali Flaxey can make some shots.
Well, she'd struggled a little bit on draws early in the game, heavy, but she comes up with this one. These are the shots you have to make, especially against this Rachel Homan team, and put some pressure on. Plays a perfect freeze down and forces Rachel then to a run back that she ends up jamming.
Start again or kind of thought so. In.
Either that or you play this. I don't hate that. Are they pretty close?
Yeah, they're looking like a foot.
Oh, okay. 10 and a half.
Kind of like that.
Okay, I do
Think
this
this will
one's gonna
go
move a
pretty
little
good,
more.
Taylor.
Should say 10 and a half or 9 and a half?
10 and a half.
I think she likes
You're going to play the soft angle red onto yellow and roll to the center. Should curl hard.
10. Yep. Gotta go. Hard. Hard run. Yep. Hard.
Hard to get by here, but
Nora Westcott.
Hard, never off. Go. Roll it, Kate. Roll it. Whoa.
And rolls it
Not
over
bad.
and peeks it out the other side, sitting 3.
Good throw.
Nice play.
Would that come through at 10? Solid hack. Solid hack. Yeah.
Just trying to roll on top
Nice
of
sweep
shot
here.
stone, and then it's a setup shot. Then you've got your own to run straight back in. Got some options. There's really not much else. You could try a little hit and roll away to the corner,
Solid.
but you're leaving
Gotta
most
go.
likely them still in the forefoot.
Hard.
Miscue.
Hard.
Weagle.
Oh, they gotta go.
Oh, gosh.
That didn't look possible.
Yeah, that was great brushing to save this.
I thought that was on the guard all day.
I just said like
Look how close it goes. Really hard right now.
Yeah, I think we can even tap it a hair, unlock that. Yeah. Okay.
Think so.
Jiggle them, right? Like move everything an inch or two. Can we just play top
That actually worked out pretty well.
It did.
Because,
Yellow's pretty safe.
yeah, you can't make any play really on that. Not a big weight play.
Moving a hair's fine if you get to the inside.
I like that. I'll let you guys speak for that.
Yeah, I think it's fast over here.
No, that's not great either. I think you're better off to be like tight.
Okay. I like it. Let's make them do something. Okay. That yellow's dead center, or red's dead center, so we know this spot.
So we want it
Tight.
just tight. Okay, you got it. Little light.
Line's good. Just halfway.
Hold it.
Just halfway. Okay. Line's still good.
Over curling.
Over and off. Over and off. Oh.
Sit.
Okay.
It over curls, and it shows the half of that Flaxey stone, top edge of the 8.
Wasn't great. Nope.
I don't think I could get
Jones
under
with 2 in the
four.
fourth.
I might need less.
Anderson stretches her lead.
I could get to nose.
Remembering that
probably.
Jones and
Nose is
Anderson
okay.
are already
Okay.
in, and Anderson with a win will lock up first place. Even should they be tied with Jones, they beat Jones in the round robin, so they would get it by virtue of that.
Head to head. Oh, unfortunate for Kate, because it's bad enough that she overcurled and left this exposed, but she also hooked the center guards. So if this is made, there's no run.
Just forward.
Quiet.
Quiet. Yep. Hot. Whoa. Lead. Whoa. Oh, solid hack. Lead. No. Me? Lots of room. Joe.
Oh, beautiful shot.
Yep.
No, let me open.
Okay. What do you got? More. Yep.
And that over curl by Cameron on her first has just left all this available now.
It has. They're lucky they've got a chance here to double.
We're lucky enough to watch all these great teams on great ice, and with this much curl, those guards, they always seem to miss them narrow. If there's going to be an error, it's narrow.
Yeah, it's a theme.
You know, if you can get it out there wide enough, then if it's not curling, at least you got brushers to get it, keep it going, keep it alive a little longer, and make it. Once it's starting to curl, it's gone. I think the double's there.
8.
The camera going to give it a go. Now they jump all over it. A little slow to get to the stone. Oh, they still got it by.
That's fine,
and then they stuffed it.
Good.
Curled too much on them.
Good. Well, it was less than 2/3.
Yeah.
Because that's what I had.
Yeah.
So it was thinner than what you thought?
We hit like 3/4. You need to hit 2/3.
I didn't have 3/4 of that out.
Well, you only rolled to.
Is there a rule of thumb? I'm always. They're up, and this isn't meant to pick on McDonald and Westcott, but they're up here. Call comes. That bit, by that time you get down there, that stone could have already moved. And had she hit it a little thinner, she might have made the double.
For sure.
So, where do you want to be as a brusher when it comes to your position? Do you want to hover over that stone, or do you want to be standing up? It would seem to me you'd want to be hovering over it to be closer to it. Is that right?
Yeah, I think you definitely would. You want to be, you're trying to get both angles. You're trying to see the line as well, but you just really have to trust the line color for that and be ready to brush. And I think they just missed it too late, didn't jump on it. And have your brushes down on something that close. You're throwing big weights, tight by the guard, be ready.
15 and a half, high 15, or sorry, 14 and a half, high 14.
Yeah, I like
Almost think that you'd want to split the difference. One person's up, one person's down.
And that's what you do actually see, Vic, now more common, that somebody's down and the other one's kind of watching, because the science now is the furthest brusher doesn't have that much effect anyway, so they're more the one that's doing the communicating with the other end.
Yeah, studies are saying it's about 80-20, right? 80 for the inside brusher. So.
Little down for line.
Little down. Top T line. Gotta go for weight.
Yeah, gotta go for line 0.
Ooh, that curled early.
Go for line.
Yeah.
Top 4. Hard. Weight's good.
Hard.
Westcott on the left. McDonald on the right.
Gotta go.
But still sneak it in. Little rub, little roll, gonna get some more. Oh, we're not quite. Still.
It's pretty nice, though. It sure shrinks that scoring area. And it's buried.
And it's a concern. That could be tapped.
Phenomenal brushing to get that there. Hold the line and get it there.
Yeah, we'll take ours too, hey? That's that. We got 54 and we have it. You lose it if you don't use it.
Yeah, they're talking about that Skip's timeout, that 30 seconds. You can't carry it over. So likely to use it now before Ali Flaxey's last.
Pretty tough, Em. I don't think we have anything else. Okay.
Up to speed here.
Yep. 11. And this came down or no?
Could you not play the thin off that high red one? I know Emma said they don't think they have anything else, but a thin intern.
Yep, to redirect it, and then it doesn't jam on the yellow. I think you're right. That might, as hard as that is, it might be easier.
Yeah, that's not easy either, but this doesn't look great.
Weight's good. Yeah.
It might be the audible.
Whoa. Whoa. 11. Joe, you gotta go. Joe.
Yeah, this could be it, Cheryl. They just redirect off their own here. No, they got it by. Very nice.
Good, right? Time.
So there's the 30 second.
Just our clock stop.
We can't come off our red, hey? No need
Same
to,
shot.
Sorry?
Same shot. Yeah.
Yeah. It was perfect.
Yeah, I like that. I just steered it a hair on her.
Caleb mentioned coming off the red, off of our red.
I don't think we need to.
No, I like this. You just threw it. You got it.
We're looking at that red stone just on the left top 8 foot, thinking that maybe if we have to, we'll take a rub and roll.
Plan B, if it hangs at all, that's the option.
Room! This is running better.
Got a curl right now. Here goes. No, Taylor's always. Tay, you gotta try. You're on red still.
14-4.
Don't want to go yet. Okay.
14-4.
Finally close. Line's all you.
You can wick a hair. Yep, go!
You're good.
They waited and waited and waited. It just does dig in. They are the shot rock.
Oh, but Vic, they could have called that.
Wow, you just could have wicked that too. It would have been perfect.
Oh, yes.
Well, they told me line weight was good, right? So you're on red still.
14-4.
So brush it to take the little rub.
Yeah, like if they brush here,
You can wick a hair.
take a
Yes,
little
go,
rub
go.
and then it's into the forefoot. Oh, it would have been perfect. And it would have taken some weight off too, not behind tee.
It's hard to convince the brushers, though, isn't it? Because they're thinking they brush it a little bit. Now it's not shot rock if it doesn't tick.
Yeah, they don't want to. That's a tough. And you heard Taylor say, we don't want to go. So they knew it was deep.
Okay. Make the adjustment.
Yeah.
Great shot, though. Just heavy draw. Comes in enough, you may be able to tap it for your 2.
Wait's close. Clean it. 70.
Yep. We need 8.
8. Yes.
Wait, 9? No.
Hard. Hard.
Again, put to work.
Whoa. 9.
Courtney, Weagle.
Looks perfect.
Hard, Joe.
One more time. One more time. Get it by.
Great shot.
And tap it back. Great shot indeed for 2.
2 yellow.
Well played game. Homan takes the lead. Wynn puts her through.
The 2018 Home Hardware Canada Cup of Curling is brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how.
Well, let's get you caught up on what's going on in this men's tiebreaker. And, we said earlier, Kathy, how Cooey has been chasing Botcher.
But not this end. Brendan Botcher tried to go around because he couldn't remove a Cooey stone. Went deep. Kevin Cooey removed it. And on Brendan's finally hit and rolled, but you'll see they swept it right into the middle of the hole. There's your 3.
Wow. So they'll go to the break. Cooey races back to take the lead. The other key game on the ice is this one. Scheidegger against Robertson. Scheidegger must win and then hope for a Homan loss. Final stone for Scheidegger.
Well, for Casey Scheidegger, looks like she's lying 1 on her first one, rolled away a little bit. Darcy had a chance to get in there, but did not. If she comes to the back one on the nose, it will be for 2.
Oh, and then rolls it away. So ends up getting just a single. There it is, 4-3. So let's update you. These are the standings coming in. The men wound up their round robin last night. Jacobs, Gouju are through. Cooey, Botcher playing the tiebreaker to get into that 3rd spot. Anderson, Jones, they're in. Homan is in with a win. Loss, Scheidegger win, we'd have a tiebreaker. Anderson, if she wins, definitely first. In fact, she is first, even if they wind up tied with Jones, because she beat Jennifer in round robin.
The 2018 Home Hardware Canada Cup of Curling is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada, by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures, and by New Holland, #TogetherBlue.
Final stone.
Yes! Whoa! Whoa!
Get it by,
Yes!
angle it back. What do you got? Spill it out. Oh, goodness. And count them on.
What a shot.
Yep! Yes!
Staying with it.
Whoa! Whoa!
Now, are you going to get through this? Oh, my gosh, you are.
Oh, how good is that?
That's what they told me.
And on this bright and sunny day, Brad Gouju is through, of course. And coming up later today, the men's semifinal. Guju awaits the winner of that tiebreaker between Botcher and Cooey here at Affinity Place. Guju wasn't feeling well last night. Despite that, was able to pick up the win. Hopefully he's feeling better. 3-2 as we welcome you back to Estevan. And the championship weekend. This is the final women's draw. Women's semi will go tonight. 2 finals tomorrow. Homan leads it. Ali Flaxey with Last Rock playing the Red Stones here in 6.
Good spot. Great spot, Lise.
This is kind of a lower risk example for the team with Hammer. Rachel went in, Flaxey hits, then Rachel hits again, and then now you throw a corner, and Homan's team can't hit it yet. So you don't get so much congestion in the middle by ignoring and going to the corner right away.
Keep it going, Kate. Mine's really good. Starting to go.
I like that play a lot.
Gotta keep it moving.
It's a very good chance you're not going to be in trouble throughout the entire end, and you still got that corner guard to use for your deuce.
Good. Real nice.
Well, let's check the numbers after 5.
Well, both teams posting really good numbers. The 3 in front of Rachel are all in the 90s. The 3 in front of Allison as well in the 90s. Renora Westcott, 89%. Allison Flaxey's number at 73 has pulled their team number down, and it's only was that third end when she missed those couple draws, but she's bounced back with some incredible freezes since then.
The numbers after 5 brought to you by Pioneer Hybrid, serving Canadian farmers for over 70 years.
Good brush.
He clipped the guard, that's okay. Sorry. This is pro side.
Puts a lot of pressure to Russ on the team. Like Homan throwing that center guard, it has to be perfect because now you see Allison. She's got a little piece of it. You can play a little bit of a rub and roll away. It just starts to open things up a little more.
It's close.
And even in this situation, it's so soft enough weight. If you fracture on the guard, you'll have another corner.
Yeah, Kate. Sorry. Wrong person. Yeah, center board. That's good though.
Sit.
Very nice.
Yeah, keep it going.
Great take. Nice.
Well, it leaves it on the edge.
It's been a well-curled game here. We're going to have to
Yeah, just a hair more.
change what we've been saying about Rachel. It's always like, you know, if you're going to beat her, you got to make her throw a finesse shot. She's made every one of them.
This will come back. I'll trim out to it. Just a hair more.
Definitely more. That was more, guys. 6. Wait's close.
So a little hot.
Really good.
Not interesting. Joanne Courtney, it'll come back. You got to believe. Because it stays out there for the longest time. And then, what do you know? Here it comes.
If you have the right weight.
Well, she said she was a little hot, and that much, that little bit takes it to the back of the button. But look where that brush was and where that stone ended up.
That was Cheryl's point. Let the other team try to throw a perfect guard. That's difficult when there's 6 feet of curl.
Was it a good point or just a point?
That's a pretty good point.
Yeah.
She came out the other side, though, and now they've got a chance to play that soft little hit and roll away to the wings again. I'd be getting a little worried if I was Rachel if they start getting a bunch of little biters hanging around.
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa.
Westcott just pointing at the rafters, thinking that this may be a little bit warm.
We're bumped.
Yeah.
Now the question is, will this one hang? And no. And there was a catcher there.
All of a sudden, a confident team with the finesse shots is going to ignore that dangerous red one. Flaxey's got hammer here. That red could go on the scoreboard, and he's going to loop around and try to continue to put pressure on your opponent.
6. Sit close, please.
Line's perfect here if it's not heavy.
6. Gotta finish.
Want me to finish this?
Yep. Yep.
We're wide open.
Hard, 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 hard.
Keep going, keep going,
Hard,
keep
hard,
going.
hard, hard, hard.
We said the guards are tough, but so are the come-arounds. It's absolutely has to be perfect weight. You saw the first one, a little bit deep, comes out the other side. This one, a little bit lighter, doesn't come up enough. Chance to play that same shot and roll away to the wing.
We made that better.
Little up. Okay, wait, then. Can. Bump. Can. Take.
Yeah.
Take. Getting better. Taylor can go. Taylor, go. Hard take. Hard take. Keep going. Keep going.
It's good.
Atta girl. Okay, which way do you like?
That's you signaling.
Okay.
That was probably like 11-5 too.
Getting tough to ignore both of these.
Wait's good. Yep.
Yep. Be quiet.
Quiet. Gotta go.
Gotta go.
Solid board. Really gotta go.
Reach you at least. Come on. Push.
Okay, whoa.
Roll it.
Whoa.
Avoid the jam, roll it, and they'll maybe tuck a little piece underneath, but it's, for the most part, open, just back of the tee line.
Same, yeah.
Too good, the brushing.
You got it.
Clean. Whoa. Bump up. Whoa, then. Coming down. Board. Board. Getting better. Board. Take. Yep.
She's thrown the perfect weight for both of these shots.
Good.
Nice.
Just enough to be able to get the finish at the end. The first one, she made the nice little rollover.
Good throws.
That came up a little. Give me edge then.
Okay.
Well, we saw Kevin Cooey in the fifth get his 3. Brendan Botcher looking for what, 1 here?
Yeah, it is the force. He made a really nice freeze on his first one, but Kevin Cooey squeaked to guard and blasted it out, but does lie 2. Needs a piece of the 8-foot.
Our line's good. Our line's good. Okay.
Curious thing here, both these teams are
Good judge.
known for being a little bit
Nice-
slow,
nice
and we saw
throws.
Botcher run out of time twice in round robin, and they're playing pretty quickly. They're the fastest team on the ice.
Not that many rocks in play.
Real good.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Catcher.
Very nice.
Small M. Thanks. Great shot. What is she doing? Nice toss, Skipper.
Thanks. Good see.
Walker came back to tie as they now play in 6 against Jones.
Okay, great.
And Anderson with a lead over Carey.
You got it.
Again, Anderson. The only way Anderson gives up the
9-5.
gives up first place is if she loses and Jones wins.
Boy, that did nothing.
Oh.
Very soft weight out there in the fresh pebble, too. You'd think that would grab and slow down and curl.
No, it was me. Sorry, I just got full on you.
Okay.
That lost a lot of weight too, and it still didn't try.
No.
I got 10-2.
It's crap, though.
It's okay.
Now you give Rachel a chance to put the pressure on you. And they've seen this so many times.
Rest this head. Maybe you throw that 14 and a half that you were throwing.
Just a little bit so I can keep it there.
Keep your draw weight, I think, reach. 14 and a half.
I think this side's better.
This felt pretty good. Like
This
it
ran
felt
pretty
normal
nice
to
for
me.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The time I throw, it's usually
I
come
think
down
it's gonna
a little.
be good.
About that weight, eh?
Yeah.
You want top button?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just that side of center.
It's above the Chilis.
Line's
above the
important.
Okay.
Just listen to the two brushers as this rock comes down. They will give Emma so many weight calls on the way down. And they just gave a whole bunch of great information to Rachel to make this shot.
Line,
A little light.
Go ahead, it's light.
How light are we?
5! Go then. Switch if you're gonna go that hard. Oh, no, don't switch yet. We're close. Gotta switch.
We gotta go. We gotta go. Come on.
Go, both of you. Get it there.
Get close.
We gotta go.
5, 6.
Okay, gotta finish.
Not deep.
Gotta
Go
finish,
now.
Joel.
Yep.
Hard.
Can't be deep.
Hard. Get it
Joel.
under.
You got
Get
it.
it under. Go hard.
Sorry, Rach. Just killed it early.
Didn't quite get it underneath.
Nice to throw. I didn't think we'd have any
Policy
trouble
from
getting
Courtney.
Well, and it wasn't even, Vic, the conversation they were having with Emma. It's a conversation they have between the two of them as well. There's so much information.
Brilliant.
And they're still figuring it out.
Okay.
10.5.
10.5?
Yeah. Okay. I don't have much of that, eh? Third?
Real good shot, too. They're going to
Yeah,
take on
not
the
much
blank
about
attempt
a
here.
You got it.
Close. Yep. Yeah. Yes. Hard. Whoa.
You?
Tay. Hard, Tay. Hard.
Yikes.
Gotta go.
Trying to get it, though. Throws it by.
What was that run? 10.
Seal one, Homan. Steal of one, and Rachel Homan extends her lead, realizing, of course, Homan wins this, then she is into the final three, into the semifinal. She has to lose and Scheidegger win to force a women's tiebreaker.
Wait then. Little up. Got away.
Close. Weights up.
No. Close. Getting better.
It's a tough blank attempt to take on Rusty, and I talked about it in the break because it is a straighter spot with weight.
Roll is to the outside and will show itself there. Let's go over to Casey Scheidegger. Leading by one and must win for her. She plays this lady, Darcy Robertson.
Well, Casey's final stone was trying to freeze and just rolled off, and so it allows Darcy an opportunity to draw for two.
Robertson and the team from the Assiniboine Memorial in Winnipeg.
Running very straight. Okay, starting to move a little. Can you clean at least? This is moving more than her last. Yep, a little bit.
Okay, you're fine now. Good.
Yeah, fine they are to take the lead. So it's not going the way of Scheidegger on her sheet. It is going the way of Homan in her game.
Darcy Robertson's tied for first in the stats. She's had a
mind
wonderful
this.
week.
Okay. Do you have enough of this, you think, or?
Whatever you like. I got about half of that back one.
Kind of don't mind this.
Okay, what kind of weight?
Let's throw 10.5.
Okay. All right. You got it, Tay.
Mine is just super gradual.
Yeah.
I like this. I don't like chasing the back when it's just so thin.
Weight's good.
Close. Yep. Hard.
Taylor McDonald,
Hard.
Lenora Westcott.
Hard, Red.
This is a real swingy spot. They missed one here before. It might make it the other way.
And they do, and they'll bump their own up and maybe just tucked it a little bit more underneath
think,
the
Al?
corner.
Oh, I think they did.
Just curled.
Did she help it or?
I'd peel it.
I don't think so.
Okay, easy peel.
Also a good call, isn't it, with a 2-point lead. You know Flaxey has to come at that shot Homan rock. It's going to be difficult to control their two-ender. Got to roll way across. You can't roll out.
I don't mind guard, actually.
Yeah, smart.
Delay the setup for two.
Yeah.
Just gives them less time to get out of it.
Yeah, just too many stones to protect, eh? And to split.
And then we're back to, can you make a perfect guard? Once this gets to the center, it curls so hard.
I know there's not much room, but would you ever play the other turn?
No, no. Wait as long
Or
as
would
you
it
can.
just
Top 12.
late
Let
movement
it die. It'll
again?
start to curl really hard.
I think it would be tough because you've got to go right out to the ridge. You could get caught on it. And to hold it, there's just not a lot of room that way. This isn't easy either.
Trouble.
Uh-oh.
Unless you can.
Freeze it solid.
Yeah, keep that angle.
Wanna come look at it, Ev?
So let's go back in time and take a look at what you said about keys for Rachel Homan.
Well, it talked about advanced rock placement, and they had to create opportunities without, and they've done that. And I think Rachel herself, we were talking about her draw, she came in with the edge on draw percentage at 77% over Allison, and she's maintained that. Made some great draws, and she got some opportunities from Allison early in the game.
Okay, I don't even mind normal, but okay. Down normal. Okay, down normal.
With the ice.
Gotta stick around.
Best example of rock placement was the last end to force the steal attempt for the when Allison tried to throw the blank.
Remember earlier on an upweight shot,
Yeah, down
MSQ
normal. Yes.
overthrew it. This time may have gotten it started.
Push, Lise, hard. Push, Lise, come on. Gotta go. Gotta roll it. Any roll. Any roll.
Here's what you said about Ali Flaxey.
10-5? Yeah.
Well, Kate's played well, but so has Emma. So it's been a bit of a saw-off there, and the leaving room worked until the last end. And I really didn't like that blank attempt by Allison. You can only see a good inch and a half, as you said, Cheryl, down a straight spot. You have to protect that scoreboard. You were only one down. You tap it back, you're tied.
Yes. Hard.
Really gotta go.
Hard.
Really gotta go.
Whoa.
I don't know what to do with these. Maybe get.
Okay.
Actually,
Slide tight.
rolled a
Yeah,
really good spot. You roll a little farther, it's a really easy raise double. Roll a little less, there would have been a double. It's not bad.
But they do appear to be getting caught here on this spot. They're trying to roll it away, and they're just getting caught in the curl.
Well, and even Emma got
we
caught
hit
too,
this
Vic.
really
All
thin,
over
like
curls.
catch.
So as we're looking at the sheet, it's tilted a little towards the carpet.
I think it's better to roll my shooter
Therefore,
in
that's
than
why
out
Allison's
anyway.
last blank attempt ran so straight going the other
Yeah,
direction.
then they just split the rings anyway.
A little bit more curl, a lot more curl inside out in this particular sheet.
Yeah, but the double's still there, right? Not if our rock's in front of it. It is right now. What do you want to play? Normal?
So as we look at it, you think that it's tilted, slanted, just seems to go to the
Yeah.
right as we were looking at it there. Let's update Cooey and Botcher. Kathy.
This is a very tough shot. For Kevin Cooey, they were just uncharacteristic misses. On his first one, they were trying to roll his shooter to the wing, and they swept it hard and rolled it right out. And so Brendan went around. Kevin can't run his own back, or it's only for one. But this is overburied, trying to tap it for two.
Whoa! Oh, Benny!
He found, and he's in there. Great spot. Oh, goodness, look at that.
Attaboy.
Oh,
Good enough. That's incredible. That's overburied.
that is
Two?
incredible.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Two red.
Wait. 10-2.
What a shot.
No, Ken. Trying. Trying. Run. You're fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Easy.
Easy.
Good. Okay.
you could have also drawn on Kate's to sit two, but I think they're also keeping their eye open on a blank this end as well. But down two, I'd be going pretty hard for my, because by the roll, by making this roll, they've left the double.
Yeah, you have to, exactly. You have to outscore Homan by 3 and you're running out of time.
Where do you have to hit range? Okay.
So there's to the straightness
gonna
and the
run.
release here. If this doesn't curl at all, it's already over curled.
Be able to back it up. Okay. Are you going hard enough?
Right.
That you can?
She has to, this has to fall a good half an inch or from that broom placement to make that double.
Skip stones here in 7, Rachel Homan. Jams it at the back.
Shoot.
That's that nightmare shot, isn't it? You're trying to hit the back one. Great shot.
Good throw.
You might as well hit roll toad. It's just a quarter inch one way or the other.
Faster? It's the same as it's been.
Yeah. High 14.
It's always nice out to the wings, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
High 14, 15.
See the frustration. It was so close.
You got it. Nice and sharp here. I think it'll curl the whole way.
Do you have to go? Do you have to play behind the guard, or can you go somewhere else?
Well, the problem is that almost anywhere else you could leave a double. So I think they're really trying to get it tucked around and maybe not leave an easy double.
Back hanging like
Starting
back
to
12.
curl.
Looks through.
Yeah.
Oh.
13-8.
Okay, Al.
Sit down, and it does.
Good call.
That's a pretty good miss opportunity there. It's flat.
Sorry. It's okay. 13-8.
61% in her draw, so that's her struggle today.
Well, the bonus for Rachel here is she can just nudge that rock over. You don't have to have a full.
Oh, sorry.
Doesn't have far to travel to be out of the rings.
How are you throwing this?
Hard and straight.
Okay.
And the race is on. How are you throwing this? Hard and straight. Bang. Got it. Wonderful.
Beautiful shot.
Oh, she's good.
She wasn't missing 2 doubles.
How good is our skip?
Been easy.
How good is our skip? They just said.
Nice throw.
It's been a wonderful game.
Said I had to rocket that grip for the other turn. Got it at the end.
You needed like the gears to get it out.
Yeah.
If it switched gears, it was
Yeah.
good.
Yep. Clean. Clean. Good throw.
And away it goes. So Ali Flaxey had an opportunity to generate something, but it was her mistake. A great shot by Homan. It's not as if Ali Flaxey didn't have her chances. She did. But Rachel Homan with that really, really nice double down at the back edge of the 12. Leads to the blank. So Flaxey down by 2. Once again, we'll have last rock as we play here at 8. This turns out to be a key shot. Wonderful shot.
Well, you heard the team talk about whether she could make it with the in-turn or not, and Rachel thought she needed the in-turn just to get this action, but it was super flat and not easy, but she actually makes it go.
We don't often see a lot of emotion from her, but look at this.
Got it at the end.
Key shot brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures.
Gotta go.
And I think, too, there was a little bit of frustration with Rachel missing the first one from herself. She wanted that so bad, and she touched it.
Right on that.
Little short's okay.
Yeah. Little light's okay.
Okay. Let's give it to us, Joe.
That seems kind of nice for her.
Okay, right out to it.
Yeah.
5-6.
That was such a good opportunity. Flaxey just needs to figure out a way to score a multiple against Homan, and that was a really good chance there. You don't get many opportunities against this defensive team. They have the ability to force very well.
So again, it's Scheidegger has to win. Homan has to lose. But she's trailing here by one. Scheidegger out of Lethbridge, final score.
When she does have a chance, she had a bigger opportunity on her first to tap a Robertson stone back, but grazed the guard. This, though, is a chance for two. Needs to get to the button. Very precise.
Clip it, clip it, clip it. Sit.
Oh,
Sit.
can you get that?
Atta
Look
girl.
at that. Wow.
Two.
Two it is. Wonderful
red.
two.
Straight through. Good weight call, you guys.
Yeah.
Straight through.
Yeah.
This is the advantage of the rock placement. Done so well by the Homan team, and then you get to go ahead and peel this corner guard. Now Flaxey's in tough trying to set up for a deuce. Unless she flashes.
Easy peel. Like, I don't know why we wait.
Think so?
Mine's sinking one and then unlocking it with you. Okay, let's go for it.
Jennifer Jones with a 1-point lead on Laurel Walker. And Walker's last.
Has a chance for two in this end. Made a very good freeze on the first. Jennifer tried to hit it right on the nose and keep her shooter there, but it rolled off. As you can see, it's open. And that's why this is a chance for two.
Good rock.
Hard, Ren. Tight. All you got.
Walker takes the lead there.
Get it close, get it close.
Harder than
Hard,
I
Ren.
Good shot.
At the moment, of course, it's Carrie Einarson that does have first place.
Side by side. Yeah.
If they wind up tied,
Sorry.
Einarson by virtue of a win in round robin. Jones can claim first place only if she wins. Einarson loses. And then there's a three-way tie. If there's a three-way tie,
I love it.
it's based on last rock draws to the button, and that's where Jones has a big advantage.
Okay,
It's gotta be this side of it. Try that side. Gotta be a little high. Don't know what that.
just gotta be a little, just a hair off the line. Speed seems nice.
This is a spot we saw the Flaxey team. It was Allison herself actually play this guard, and it didn't quite come up enough.
Just the blank attempt and tighter here too. It's definitely the straighter side.
Off, two. Hard, Joe.
She's all out there.
Two. Both of you go. Gotta go, guys. Heads down all the way.
Hard, you got it, you got it.
Come on, Joe.
Line,
Hard. Hard, Joe.
Come on, Joe.
Hard. Keep going. Hard.
Sweet, sweet. Good. Joe.
Great
Didn't
spot.
quite cover it all.
It's a little late, yeah.
I think so. Before you just code messaging.
Einarson with a single has extended her lead
Hack. I like hack.
on Chelsea Carey.
You just get up to the nose, Russ, and kind of unlock, get to the nose of yellow.
Yes, I think so. You want to save your red for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Back line weight.
You could try to hit it thin and roll behind the corners, but you don't want to lose your own red one in there. getting to be precious Red Rocks this late in the game.
Taylor McDonald, squeak it. Oh, my.
Real good.
Good. Okay, good.
That wasn't easy.
Did it line up a double, though?
Oh, baby.
Good sweeping.
Good sweep. Yeah, good throw. Oh, what? Do you have time on that?
You can do that also. Whatever you like, Rach.
Just makes sense the way the score is.
Normal. Just a hair high. Okay. Normal.
Gotta hit it a hair high.
Straight through.
Just a fraction on the high side. That yellow goes directly over.
Normal. Close. Clean it.
Whoa. Hit her high.
Whoa, whoa, it's floating. Get up.
Watch this one.
Floating.
Good.
And Homan
Good
sits
toss,
2.
Em.
Nice throw him.
Little solid. No.
Okay,
Good.
Yeah.
Gonna do that right now.
Great throw him.
You got it. That was okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ten, 5. Close. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hair down. Yeah, gotta go.
Almost hit of her hand. Westcott. McDonald pick her up.
Hard. Okay. Okay.
Oh.
She just get it
Yeah,
going
I
a
just
bit.
got it going.
Hey, you know that happens, doesn't it, Russ? You know it's a straight
light?
spot,
Yep.
and you decide, I'll just help it a little.
Yeah.
And then when you help it right by. They will curl if you give it a little extra effort out of your hand.
Yeah, even the hits, it's amazing how much it will curl if you get it started early.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
Either
don't
one.
want to overbury. This is where we had trouble burying here. So.
Rach, we still got to splitting center though. Like we don't want to get there because then she's buried.
Okay. Give me a little more then.
Okay.
Up.
Well, as you take a look at the skip numbers, there's a reason why this Homan team is leading. I mean, Ali Flaxey is struggling both on draws and hits. And it's just one of those Rachel Homan games, totally on her game. Player numbers are brought to you by New Holland. #TogetherBlue.
So keep your extension.
That was one of the keys, wasn't it, for Ali to leave some room. She had the whole 12-foot to draw to last end to set up the deuce, threw it way back and gave Rachel that double.
I think that's there.
Line's
This-
good.
This team's just too good to give them those type of second chances.
Yeah, they don't need any help.
Stop for a sec.
Do they?
Stick
No.
there.
That's really good.
It's close. I think we're there.
Biting 4-foot would be
Fine, gotta go.
perfect.
She's coming down.
Gotta go then.
Gotta go. Hard.
Go for it.
Gotta go for 4 foot.
Drag it.
Hard these. Come on,
Guys,
push.
hard.
Go.
Push hard.
Push.
Oh boy.
Sorry, Rach. Great weight. Good throw. Yeah, tough judge. Yeah.
The reason for the old boy
Do you think
is
if they make it,
they
we
needed
could
to
throw
get
like an
4-foot
11 here? Yeah.
so that this hit and roll wasn't made. They've actually thrown a guard
So then
now.
have another ice.
Allison rolls behind that yellow, those 2 yellows. It might be tough for Homan to get it out.
Like it right on the button if we can.
Well, Brad Gouju waiting to see Kathy who he will play. Either Kevin Cooey or Brendan Botcher, and Botcher's last here in 8.
Well, this game is going back and forth. A chance for Brendan to get back into the lead with a draw for 3. Kevin Cooey's final stone was an attempted hit and roll
line's
under.
good.
It hit and rolled
Curling.
away. So full 12 is all he needs.
Yeah, we're okay. We're fine. Nice shot.
There's your 3.
To take the lead by 1.
Yeah, fine. Okay. It should track a bit with normal.
So predictable with Allison's hit and roll attempt. It just didn't curl on the straight side. After watching Kate, it curled so much. Obviously, it was self-inflicted, but it curled so hard. It's tough to put the broom in the right spot.
Is she just sitting?
over there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
leave it there.
yep.
Okay.
Can I grab your gripper?
So Ali Flaxey will face 3 on her last.
I like that
so
one. So I just had
needs
a
to
hair
hit
this side.
and roll towards center line. Not enough room to make a draw on the other side.
Your weight was really good on that one.
I think there is actually. It's but she knows the spot.
Okay.
Little more room on this side, and it's straighter, so you don't have to worry about the line as much. You could get in on the out turn, Cheryl. It's not a big port though with the extra curl.
No, it might be tough.
10-5, little quiet.
Have to hair those outside guards.
Little quiet.
Well, they decided to hit.
Ooh. Look out now. Hold this up for her. Hold this up for her.
Good.
And roll and sit
Great
down,
job.
and finally does for the single. Down by 1, Flaxey. The big B for Bruins. We are in the home of the Estevan Bruins of the Saskatchewan Junior Hockey League, Affinity Place, 4-3. Homan leads it and does have last rocks. We play at 9. Bruins on a 4-game road trip.
Heavy 11?
Yeah, good 11.
It's a little deeper.
Deeper. Okay.
So the 2 guards go up, very high guards.
Good.
No.
M, Wes. M.
Really trying. Whoa, M. No. You're good. Just touching it.
Yep.
Still going in. Whoa. You're there.
And rolls it in.
Thought it was going to keep walking, but it kind of stopped at the end.
Yep.
Pretty good situation. Hammer, 2 stones in the rings, and no center guards.
Looks pretty good.
Halfway to tight. Okay, line's good.
It's better.
Running. Not curling yet. Weight's great. Line's fine. Run at the end. Good, Taylor.
Good. This won't do anything.
Right where you let go.
Okay. Easy peel, Joe.
Yeah, right where you let go here.
Joanne Courtney.
Yeah, clean.
Strong games for both Weagle and Courtney.
Ooh, still floating.
Very much. We were saying that's what you like to see on your seconds too, is some good draw numbers, because they're forced to a lot more of that now.
Give you the same weight?
Yeah, exact same.
A little bit tighter line.
Yeah, she wants it just off the line.
Again, Scheidegger, Kathy, has to win. Homan has to lose, so Scheidegger doing her best. She's sitting 2, it looks like.
Well, she made a brilliant shot on her final one, scored the port between the yellow and the red by the center line to tap one of her own onto the shot stone belonging to Darcy and tap it back. Really tough for Darcy. Needs to go through the hole and try to tap it sideways enough to stick for shot.
Robertson, who has lost the last 2 Manitoba finals. Made her first appearance at a Scotties
Just sweep for team.
back in 1986,
Okay, curling hard now. No backing.
London, Ontario. And will nestle up beside and give up the steal of 1.
Great weight.
Perfect weight.
One more. Thanks. Yeah. Real fast.
Always remember your first. And that was my first. London, Ontario. Scotty's 86.
Okay.
That was in a bone-chilling. It's funny what comes back, but it was a bone-chilling arena athletic complex on the grounds, University of Western Ontario.
Really?
Oh, we froze. We really froze. What am I doing? What is this?
We're all there.
Real tight.
Are you in? If you're in, you gotta go, but
No, we're not quite in.
if you're just here,
Tuck it under her hair.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Good. Nice, Kate.
Good.
Just normal.
They have the wrong clock running.
If we hit it then, we just don't want to disturb that. Top one? Either one, just normal.
Top one?
Normal.
Yeah, the back, I can't see much.
Neat little angle here. You can gives Emma a little more room for error here. You can go right by the middle one, get the back one.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Good.
No, they were trying not to disturb that.
Okay, so 3 more feet.
Kate's first stone that come around was good because she kind of inched it over a little bit, forced Homan to the higher one, and now she's got a guard that's closer to the 4 foot. Now you come around that.
Very true.
And take away as much of the force would be
Down. Line's okay. Top 8. Line's
Top
good.
4.
a win here for Flaxey's team. Steele would be
Line's great.
even better.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Okay, starting to break.
Okay.
Really moving
Okay,
now.
Cameron trying to wrap it around.
It's going to be right under.
As you can.
The spot goes.
Come on. There you go. Great throw.
They've actually peeked out.
That grab.
That's a good thing there's another guard up there.
Yeah, there's a high guard
Like hog line.
just over the
Wait.
It did really move. I don't know if it picks
hog line, way up there. Goodness gracious.
This ice is more so to the wings than I've seen. I don't know if it's just you as a player, you watch the ice change over the week as you're out here, but we've noticed it curling both ways pretty consistently, but this sheet's very obvious that it goes from center out way harder.
And it seems to curl, usually in arena settings, it gets a little bit straighter from practice to the end of the game. And this is almost the opposite. It stays the same, or in that case, even more curl.
Whoa, off! Weight's good. Stay close. Never. Yep. No! It's close. Weight's good. Real good, Em. Nice shot, Em. Beauty. Nice call. No kidding.
There's lots of places
Wanted to
to
go
put that
aggressive.
with
Yeah.
that up there.
Just wanted to call it aggressive.
I know.
instead of, like, the center line roll.
Just like my first one was normal, and I let go edge on edge to the top one, and then I was like, okay, it's not moving, we have to go for the back, and then it came up for like an eighth of it. That one, it rides the line. Like a 16. Okay, you got it.
Yeah, the draws have hurt her. For sure, Ali Flaxey.
Real tight.
No.
Top 12 even.
It's like it's almost to it.
Possibly biting 8.
I'd have
Got
to
a
brush
curl.
this
You
and
got
bury
a
it.
curl. You got to move it.
Not in.
Okay, good.
Not in.
Good.
It's all right.
Wicked curl there, isn't there?
And
The
pulled
very-
the weight off.
What was that?
15.
15 seconds, still made the paint.
Good line.
Yeah, perfect line. I like the broom there. Just. You got it the other way. Heel.
Little deep a couple hands ago, gave Rachel a tough double. She made it. Here's another situation where she's got that chance.
Where are you hitting this? 3/4 high. 3/4 high. Okay. How's this gonna run?
Real straight. I gotta really spin it so we roll my shooter.
I'll take it, yeah.
I'm gonna throw extra so we roll my shooter. No, you're fine. I just don't want it
It's
to
like
curl
a
up.
thick 3/4.
I know, but 7/8 is death.
So, I mean, it says something about the curl if she thinks she really has to spin it to hold the stone.
Yes, exactly what we were just talking about. It is so severe.
Especially with this outturn release, it's going to be an inside-out motion. It's going to curl less than almost anybody on the planet.
It's really close. No.
It's like a top, and then she runs it by.
Go close.
When you do spin it that much, and when they do make contact, isn't then the stone spinning off more severe?
Yeah, exactly.
So if she pulls back on that, doesn't throw as much, she might make that shot. Is that right?
Well, it'll curl more. It would curl more for sure. Yes.
I feel like that was the slowest I picked, so I'm like,
I
oh,
know.
it's got to be close.
It's just a super quick pass.
Nice.
Let's drop in here on Chelsea Carey. Carey Anerson up by 2, and we know that Anerson right now is first overall.
Well, and Carey's team has played really well. I think in particular Val Sweeting has had a really good day today and put her in good shape. But this end, she faces 2, trying to make the double.
Come across the nose and angle it back. And that will work.
Nice for 2.
Line's good. Little more. Little more. Keep it going. Go. You got to go more.
And that'll be the shakes, and the game is over. As Anerson wins it, and that guarantees her now she will play in the final. Finishing round robin with a record of 6-1. Chelsea Carey 2-5.
Lots of time, Reach. Minute
About
20.
the same piece.
Yeah, lots of
Just
time.
taking a little less ice because we can hold it.
Okay. How are you throwing it?
We would have been able to hold that.
Same throw?
Yeah, same throw.
Did you not take a look at the draw here, Cheryl? Just to go up 2.
Very much.
I know it's Rachel Homan. I know she just threw it. I know she's got a chance for 2. She doesn't need 2.
Well, if she throws the same way as she said she was going to, this is bound to just, we could look at another run back miss. Trying to hold it as best they can. Look out. And runs it by.
Red.
And 1 red it is. It's funny when you listen to the conversations between her and Miscue. Miscue tried to talk her out of it twice. But Rachel said, no, I want to throw it with the extra spin. So we're all even at 4. Homan has last rock coming home.
No more.
You were only in the booth with us during the breaks. And here's some conversations such as, why did she play that, Homan? She missed it the first time. Why would she play it the second time when she could have drawn?
Oh, exactly. And her draw weight's just been spot on. And she's a wonderful, wonderful hitter, maybe the best in the world. That was a tough shot. And do you really need to be 3 up? Sure, it'd be great. But 2 up, team that can hit like this, I'd take my chances.
She's putting a little pressure on Lisa Weigel, but Lisa made the tick on the first one. The high guard exactly in this spot and does it again.
So here we go in a 4-4 tie, and boy, keeps them off the bumpers too. Perfect weight. Yeah.
Wow.
Those are exceptional.
She should have swept that. She should have swept
Why
that.
didn't they sweep that red
Thought we
one?
won again? Really?
Yeah.
Even with that?
Yeah.
The red one touches, it goes back.
She wasn't paying attention to that.
Nice and slow.
Maybe that's why Rachel tried. She's not worried about being tied coming home when you got Lisa Weigel. Should have had a couple down here brushing that thing, and they would have maybe got it out of there.
That's just a slow.
Oh, sorry. You gotta go. It's not slower. You gotta go. Mine's good. Hard run. I don't think this one's over. Okay.
This one's not close.
Good feet. Normals are running right there.
Okay, so just straight through. Yeah, easy feel.
Line's good.
Clean.
Clean. He's fine.
Nice throws. They know.
Taylor McDonald as we play in this 10th Homan with last rock. A win guarantees she'll be in the playoffs.
We're good.
We're good. Look at the room.
Just to here. Higher than that. Higher than the one. Okay. I like this. Just stays where you let go.
Right where I let it go.
Yeah.
Just straight through.
You mentioned earlier about the rotation, Vic. This makes this even easier. You can hit it probably 85% of this rock, but because of the rotation, that little extra gear effect will make this thing fly out of there.
You're good. You're good.
Watch it spin here.
Good.
Wow, it just explodes off.
Try like this side.
When you think back to the way it started, very slowly, very open, steal by Flaxey in the 4th, but her game just really not there today at 71%. Rachel Homan at 81. Yeah, we can question, in fact, what she played in 9 to give up the steal, but realizing that as well, maybe again the back of her mind said, okay, you can be tied. I've always had it last rock. Coming home in 10. Game story brought to you by Tim Hortons, the official coffee of Curling Canada. Homan win will put her into the semifinal against Jennifer Jones. Carrie Anderson has locked up first place.
This team, we talk about this team and how they will not play as much, but they'll practice a lot more. And this is part of the reason why. Their releases, they can all throw identical releases. They know exactly what they're doing with them. It makes it so much simpler for Rachel putting the broom down. So you're not trying to go, well, this person does this and this person, you know, is a little soft typically.
Yes.
And I was talking to Rachel and her team yesterday, and Rachel said to me that the 10 and 5 rock game is mentally demanding. It's long. It can be a little, you know, tough on the skip. They've played 8 rock, 8 and 5 rock, but this 10 and just adds. It's longer and it adds a little bit more demand on you mentally when you're trying to think through all the scenarios.
Top 12.
Well, I think the timing too.
We're real
This
that adds more.
We'll be in a different spot.
You know, now
We're
4
in.
and a half,
It's
4
in.
minutes and 15 seconds in the second half. But
Sure will be. Like
Okay.
the 8-foot spot. Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Okay.
Which way do you like?
But look at the way this is playing out here. I mean, you think, okay, well, Rachel will have a draw or a hit, but you got to go back to those first 2 stones, Lisa Weagle. The reason they're here right now, and it looks like this, is because of Weagle.
It's amazing, and we've watched a couple of their games while our other games are on air. We can see Lisa making those tick shots. It's huge, and she has the ability to do them.
Walker picks up 2 to lead Jones as they come home. Robertson a pair to tie Scheidegger.
That you guys like watch.
Yeah, 12. So.
And the men's tiebreaker. After the blank in 9, Botcher leads. Cooey has last rock coming home.
Just high. Moving now. Get out.
Oh, I'm sweating over this end. That was well smooth.
Well, you got that 21 over.
Both. They were the exact same.
Well, I had a 19.8 on the first one.
I don't know. We could call
We
time
didn't
to talk
use.
about it.
Yeah. How are you throwing it? Hey.
This won't move a quarter inch with Rachel's out turn.
Clean. Well, clean. Clean it. Yep. Clean. It. Clean.
So,
Throw H.
what do you want her to do?
I think. Do you want to call it toss?
That's the
It's fine. We have tons of time.
standard, isn't it?
Here?
I think that's what he meant. He said that.
I think you want her to think about it. That's probably the best you can do, right?
Freeze the kicker.
Yeah.
Decide whatever she wants to play, really. I like that.
Yeah.
Are we there?
I want to be down the middle.
Historically,
14,
Cheryl, what,
4
you know,
maybe?
we're if it's in the 12-foot, the team you're playing against is drawing. If it's in the full 8-foot, they're probably hitting. 4-foot, they're hitting, but it depends on.
Just make her decide if
In
she'd
this
rather
case,
hit or
Rachel's
draw.
been really good with draws.
Almost force her to draw.
If it tracks, maybe we get a rollout.
You try to get a rollout,
What do you
put it in a
think?
straight spot or something. And
14 and a half. Yeah.
I like what they're doing. They're going to the. If Rachel plays in turn at this, it's pretty straight.
Well, the decision for Rachel could be based on, you know, this is a morning game. The ice is holding up a little bit better. Evening games, are you as confident in the draw?
It's curling nice.
A lot that goes
Just
into the
above
final
T,
decision.
perfect. Curl it a little.
You gotta take it.
Move it a little.
We're all there.
We don't want to be in the 4. We want to be just out of the 4.
Rachel, 85% on her
Bring it over.
draws.
Bring it over. Bring it over.
Homan, 79 on the hits.
Great, Al. Good. Nice weight.
So not a
good
lot
throw.
to choose.
Nice throw. Good.
Looks like the hit.
And it's pretty straight, which is should make it easier. But Rachel's gets if she rarely misses narrow, so I think the concept was Allison was thinking a little outward motion here might get a rollout.
It's funny.
Please. Gotta play something. Yeah. Tricky. To get one.
If he hasn't.
In this 4-4 tie.
Weight's good.
Looking for the single to win. And put herself into the final 3.
Nice shot, Rach.
And that will do.
Good game.
So Rachel Homan picks up the win, thereby eliminating Casey Scheidegger. She'll finish at 5-2 and face a semifinal now with Jennifer Jones. Quickly, let's go over to the game between Cooey and Botcher. This is the men's tiebreaker. Yellowstone, Kathy on the lid. Covered, that belongs to Botcher. Final rock of the 10th coming up here from Cooey.
Well, the red stone in front of that Yellowstone was Kevin's first one. Brendan elected to guard, that's that yellow one in front of the red guard on the far side to take away that run back for Kevin on his final. He is trying to do a glancing blow off the red stone that's almost buried to get into the center for 2.
Yeah, just off the top edge of the 12-foot Newfield calling line. Glenn Cheever, what do you got, fellas? Oh, you got it by. Touch it over. Oh, my goodness. What magic. What a shot.
Incredible.
Cooey, great.
That's ridiculous. He could hardly see any of that stone from the hack.
To get it by there, now, just touch it over. Tap it back. Oh, what a shot.
That's so good. They weren't even frozen to stick it for 2.
To pick up the win. Make the final 8-6. 8-7, pardon me. And so Cooey advances. Botcher is out. And here is the playoff scenario coming up. Brad Jacobs qualifying, finishing top of the table. He will be in Sunday's final, but coming up later today at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, Brett Gushue against Kevin Cooey. What a win by Cooey.
The 2018 Home Hardware Canada Cup of Curling is brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how.
Well, with our featured game over, the dramatic ending to the Cooey Botcher game, we'll turn our attention here to the game between Casey Scheidegger and Darcy Robertson. Casey Scheidegger with last rock in a 7-7 tie. Scheidegger, an outside chance, needed to win. Still can win, but she also needed Rachel Homan to lose. That did not happen to force a women's tiebreaker.
15?
There is prize money at stake, of course. The winners will get $14,000, but the
Look a little soft.
each win for the women is worth $1,500. So she's paying for some cash here that will help their funding for the rest of the season.
Keep coming. Keep coming. 16-2-5. Keep coming.
Whoa,
Keep
whoa,
coming.
whoa.
Get some
Whoa.
separation. Okay.
Just a little soft, I think. Okay, does that look good? Is that enough? I mean, it'll finish.
So each of the champions will get $14,000,
That's
nine,
pretty cool.
five for third, and then the round robin wins are worth $1,500.
Does that look like enough?
So a win by Scheidegger would give her a fourth and $6,000.
I thought they were going to play the double peel, but it looks like it might jam on their own red one. But if it made the double peel clean, Robertson almost has to tap it up, Cheryl, and there'd be a pretty short double. Don't have to stay to win with such a great hitter. Not that this is the wrong call. If you could hide this in front of the tee line. Very tough shot for Darcy.
Line's really good. Line's really good. Room.
Looks heavy.
Okay, room.
What's a rotation on this one as well?
Room.
Might make it run a
Okay,
little
low.
bit further.
13-6.
Take it out of the 4 then.
Okay. Go, 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 go. Okay.
Okay, I think we either put it top button. I think you just have to put it, or we stop here and. No, she'll have that. She has that.
Yeah. I think you
Make it good. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So where did I take? So to get there.
You took hair just now.
Yeah, and I was
For
a
your
little
draw.
tight, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to throw it more positive.
I like
so
that.
a little more, I think.
You can just tuck it around top button. Leaves a pretty tough draw for Casey.
Okay.
The in-off might be there.
If your line's good, top button.
Top button.
Yeah, and it's probably even, it's there more if you're a little deeper too, so you probably do want to leave it top 4 foot.
If she comes too deep, is the then double on this left side, as we are looking at it, available?
Well, it might be, but I think she'd just draw down to you if
Okay.
she's deep. That would be the better.
Pretty good. Maybe a little light. Light. Okay, line's good right now.
They said light was her error, so.
Room.
Gotta go for D. Go for D. Hard. Hard. You gotta get it here. Go, go,
Final
go.
stone for Darcy
Hard,
Robertson
Go, 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 go,
out of the Assiniboine Memorial in Winnipeg.
Straight.
Hard. Whoa, 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 whoa.
probably been better to stop sweeping that sooner. It was never going to get to the desired spot, and it kept brushing the more it curled, and now there's a little bit of an opening here.
I like it.
Well, Walker with a 6-5 lead over Jennifer Jones as they play their final stone.
You think that's enough, eh?
Jones headed towards a semifinal with Rachel Homan. And it appears, is it Walker just sitting the one in front of the tee line on the right side as we look at it?
Yes, it is. And so Jennifer trying to play the double run back. Red to yellow, yellow to the forefoot.
We look at Casey Scheidegger, and this has doesn't look like this has any chance. And so it will be a win for Walker over Jones. Scheidegger's last is on the way.
Where? Line's good, all you. Right to tee. You're not by yet. Line's all you. You're not by yet.
Maybe needs a little rub here. Slow it down. Dig into the back four, and there it is.
Good throw.
Good game.
And so Scheidegger will pick up the win. 8-7 there to finish at 4-3, 1-6 for Robertson. Walker picks up the steal of one. Ends up being a 7-5 final there. Walker 3-4. Jones ends up 5-2. So the round robin is complete. We know our semifinals. No tiebreakers on the women's side of things. Jennifer Jones will be back on the ice tonight in a semifinal against Rachel Homan. Carrie Anderson gets the bye to Sunday's final. Jacobs is through to the final. It'll be Brad Goujiu against Kevin Cooey in the men's semi this afternoon from here in Estevan.
The 2018 Home Hardware Canada Cup of Curling is brought to you by New Holland, #TogetherBlue, by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures, and by Sponge Towels Paper Towel. Nothing absorbs like it.
With Kevin, anytime he plays us, he gets up for it, as we do as well. And with the addition of BJ, they're pretty strong. You still have Ben, and with Colton there as well, it's on paper a very strong team.
I like the challenge, playing the best teams.
Go, 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 go.
It's fun, and if you can ever come through and win these events, you've had a hell of a week.
So it will be Brad Goujiu against Kevin Cooey, the two most dominant teams in our country the last 4 or 5 years. A rematch of a game they had last evening when Goujiu won it 10-6. It included a 4 in the second. So Goujiu, Cooey at 3 p.m. Eastern when we join you again. The round robin is over. It's on to the semifinals and finals from here at the Home Hardware Canada Cup in Estevan. And all of it on TSN.